For 9.2, we're going to be working on solving addition and subtraction equations. Now, I know some of these you will be able to do in your head. That is not the point. We are practicing balancing and showing the proof so that you can get them correct, so that as we get to harder problems, you can do those as well. You have to have the proof on every problem. So we need to remember that the opposite of addition is subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. Those fact families are working together. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. So they undo each other. So as we are solving for a variable, we want to get the variable alone. So we want to make it be by itself so that we have an answer. So C will equal this, J will equal that. And to do that, we have to do the opposite to both sides. This is the proof I will be looking for. This is the phrase we're going to say a million times. You have to do the opposite to both sides. So we're going to do 4 examples. If you need to write them in other places, this will be the last thing. There's just 4 examples. So write them where you need to. So we have 9.5 plus h equals 17.4. So we want to get the variable alone. So we're going to move 9.5 to the other side, right? If I move 17.4 over here, we don't have an answer. So I'm moving 9 to the other side. So we have a positive 9.5. So we are going to take those away. And if I do it to one side, right, I just tipped my balance. Now I have to do it to the other side. We are still lining up decimals. We're still borrowing. All of our same math rules apply. So we have 9.5. We took them away. That canceled it out. So I'm just left with h equals 4 minus 5 we can't do, so we're borrowing. 14 minus 5 is 9. My decimal comes straight down. Then 18 minus 9. Oh, wow, that is not true. About 16 minus 9 is 7. So if I plug that back in, 9.5 plus 7.9, that's about 8. 9 plus 8 is about 17. My answer makes sense. So I am looking for the opposite on both sides for you to get these correct. So let's try the next one. 376 equals j plus 84. So this time we want j by itself. So you can see it's on the other side of the equation. It doesn't matter. We follow the same steps. We're going to do the opposite to both sides. So we have positive 84. We got to move to the other side so j can be by itself. So we are minusing 84 on this side. That cancels out. And then if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. So we're making sure we're lining up our places. So that canceled out. So we're just left with j on this side. 6 minus 4 is 2. We need to borrow here. 17 minus 8 is 9 and a 2. So if I plug that in, 292, so about 300 plus 80 is about 380. My answer makes sense. So opposite to both sides, get the variable alone. Our next problem, we have b minus 52 equals 497. So we want b by itself. So these are minus 52, so the opposite is going to be to add 52. And if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other to keep that balance of the equation. So if this cancels out, I had negative 52, I added 52, now I'm at 0, I have nothing. So we're left with b, and it equals, so we're adding, so there's 8 and 14 and 5. So if I have 550 and I take about 50 away, right, I have about 500. So b equals 548. My answer makes sense. And last one, we have 85 minus c, equals c minus 28.6. So we want c by itself, so we're moving 28 to the other side. So to do that, we add 28.6 here, which cancels it out. So we're just left with c. And then on this side, we need to make sure we're lining up those decimals. Right, this is 85.0. So here is 0 plus, right, we're adding 0 plus 6 is 6, decimals straight down. 5 plus 8 is 13. There's 10 plus 1 is 11. 113.6 is C. So if I have about 110 and I take about 30 away, my answer should be close to 80. So that makes sense. So we're checking, do our answers make sense? And we are doing the opposite to both sides. So go ahead and write yourself a little note or draw a picture of what you need to do about solving and balancing equations.